Well, today we had a press conference here in Cape Town to outline how we intend to deal with the expropriation bill and NHI going forward. We're having declared a formal dispute now. The Democratic Alliance is committed to the government of national unity, but it cannot be a government where we simply become spectators to the ANC's policies and procedures and values and principles. A government of national unity and a coalition by very nature is a power sharing agreement. And if we're not able to power share in a way that allows us to advance the growth and jobs agenda, it makes it very, very difficult. So what we've called for today is a reset in the relations within the government of national unity to make sure that it is a genuine partnership and power sharing in the interests of South Africa.
Okay, I've got a question, guys. After what Mr. Steenhuisen has said, he says that sort of like they were expecting that they will be sharing power with the ANC, you know. And then my question is like sharing power. Does their relationship between the ANC and the DA actually guarantees the ANC to actually share power? Okay, because I think sharing power, it is something else. But what they are into, they are in a GNU. Okay, now obviously, according to the democracy that we are under, obviously, if you are a party that has more votes, okay, in other words, you are in power in a sense of your votes being many than other parties. Okay, that means what you are saying to them is, we bring you in and we create what we call GNU. What we are going to do for you, it is to give you the positions that you want. Okay, some of them, obviously, that is why even with the positions, they were fighting, because it's not the sharing of the power. No, it is we give you some positions because we want to create government. All right, because if you are saying to the ANC it's the sharing of the power, it means that every time there is a bill, okay, it means if there is a bill, before it even goes to Parliament, they have to talk to you. That means you have to sit down with the DA and the ANC and maybe the other parties. They have to sit down and decide whether this bill is going on or not going on before it goes to Parliament. But it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Okay? In other words, if there is a bill, it goes to Parliament. It doesn't go to the DA, it doesn't go to the other parties, and then it goes to Parliament. No, it's a bill. That's why the other parties who are in the GNU, they are in Parliament. So everything it is done in Parliament. It seems like the DA, they want the ANC to always, when they have got things to do as the government, meaning as the party that has more votes, to come to the DA always and say, we've got this thing, we want to do it, we want to take it to Parliament. It doesn't work like that. If there is a bill that you oppose it in Parliament. If you lose in Parliament, you will decide what you need to do. But I can tell you right now, the DA, I think they expected that they will be sharing everything. That means anything and everything that happens in the ANC, or anything and everything that happens in the DA, they have to share with each other. And it's not like that. There is no way the ANC is going to tell the DA what they are planning to do or what they are doing, what is their bill, and what do they think about the bill, what are they going to support. That is why when they are in Parliament, sometimes they disagree, because certain things that they actually argue in Parliament, they don't agree. You know, the other one says this, the other one says it. Doesn't mean that if you are in the GNU, then, because when he makes it, he says it, he says we should be sharing power. In other words, we're expecting that we will share power. You know, in other words, guys, because if you are saying to us you are sharing power, it means the president, we must have, it means we must have two presidents. Because if the president is from the other party, which is the ANC, which the reason why he is the president, it is because they have got more votes. It's not like because they have got small votes, and then, because if the DA they had more votes than the NC, Mr. Steenhuisen would be the president today, because they will say to us, we've got more votes than you. But it is not like that. And if you say to me, we are sharing power, it means the president has to be accounting to you. That means they have to come even to your policies. And just imagine Mr. Ramaphosa going to the DA and asking them about their policies. Hey guys, I want to sign this bill. I want to sign this. I want to sign this. What do you think? And then they will say, no, we don't agree. We don't want this thing. No, we don't agree. What do you think is going to happen? It was going to be chaos. They will never agree on anything. Trust me. They will never agree on anything. I don't understand why the DA now thinks that they are sharing power. There is no sharing power. It's a GNU. They gave you the positions they gave you. Deal with that. Work with that. That's how it is. Unfortunately, the democracy that you cried for, this is the democracy that you're speaking about. It's all about the votes. The votes they speak. That is why the ANC is so bold when it speaks about the DA. Telling them to say, we are in the GNU. If they want to go, I'm not saying that they said that, but I'm saying that it seems like sometimes when they speak, they do say their language is like, they can go and jump, Why? Because we've got votes more than them. That's democracy that you are talking about, that you wanted. If you've got more votes, you are in power. Whether it's a GNU, you ask other parties, it doesn't matter. If you've got more votes, you are in power. And the reason why it was the ANC who approached these guys is because they've got more votes. And now that they want to share the power. Share the power how? The votes, they don't say you should share the power. It doesn't work like that. And don't tell me that you will go to, and I believe, guys, that actually during the apartheid time, when they were transitioning, when they were moving from apartheid to the democracy thing, with the ANC actually voted in as the government in 1994. Okay, remember that when during the apartheid between the ANC and the other party, that party, national party, what is it called? I forgot it. So it was about the system. Okay, it was about the system. The ANC was fighting to take out the system. Okay, they were fighting to take out the system. It was a matter of the system. Okay, they wanted to bring a new system, which is democracy. Every person must go anywhere they want, whatever. It was a systematic thing. Now, those guys, those white guys, they said, listen, we are going to give you this thing, but you are going to give us the more. Now, it was about the most important arms of the states. Okay, it was about that. That means you don't take away the economy, first of all. Okay, you don't take away the economy from us. You don't take away the the military thing from us. You don't take anything that was important to them, that they knew that if they lose, they will be out. Okay, but they decided to say, listen, we will. It was not like now. It's not like now in the GNU. No, it's not like now. The other, during the apartheid time, the other one was against the democracy, obviously, and the other one was for democracy. Today, all of them, they are in democracy. So I don't know why is the DA they want now to be sharing the power. Sharing the power for who? For the white. You are just engraved in this thing because you are second in the votes. That's how you wanted it. I mean, that's how you wanted this thing. Democrats. We go and vote for the party that is number one, whether it's a majority or not, doesn't matter. If it is number one, that is the party that goes in power. That is the party, if they want to match with other parties, that is the party that speaks to the other parties. And then, because when you say sharing power, you are speaking about something that's deep, and that is not going to happen here now in this GNU thing. It's not going to happen unless I believe, this is my belief, according to this democracy that some of us we just against. That is why when you reach, for example, if we go to the next elections, right, we vote, and then we get the ANC here, and then we get the DA here, right? they are in the same level when it comes to votes. In totally, like for example, if the votes are 5 million, both of them they've got 5 million, right? That will mean they need to share power. That will mean they will decide who is the president, who is the deputy, because right now, as we speak in the GNU, the president is the Ramaphosa from the ANC. The deputy president is Ramaphosa, is Mr. Mashate from the ANC. But if they are equal, that is when the sharing of the power comes in, according to the democracy that we want, that people wanted, right? If they are here, and then the president, they will decide the president from the DA, the deputy from the ANC, or the president from ANC, the deputy president from the DA. And I can tell you, it is possible that perhaps there was a time where they negotiated for the during the negotiations. I'm just speculating and thinking, okay? Maybe there was somewhere where they actually negotiated about the deputy president of the country during the GNU thing that was negotiated. I believe so, some of them they spoke about that. How about you give us the deputy? Maybe the NC they were like, you are not getting that. There is no way. Why? Because they've got more votes. Unfortunately, it is pushed by votes. That is how it is, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing you can do. Sharing the power, sharing the power. But if you say sharing the power, it means anything that the ANC they have to do, they have to come and speak to you. Like they are their wife. Anything you do in the house, you must go and speak to them. It's not like that, unfortunately. The day we are going to be this, that is the day we're going to be talking about sharing of the power. The only thing they gave the DA is the ministries. Take this, take that, take this, take that, gone. That's it. You can just work in those areas. That's it. Then we will meet in parliament. That is why even with the caucus, okay, EFF and the MK party, usually the EFF, they usually say, we are not in relations with the MK party in any way outside parliament. The only way we are actually together working is in parliament. In other words, it's the same thing also with the GNU. The ANC are saying, yes, listen, we will meet in parliament. If you fail in parliament, we don't win in parliament. There's nothing we can do. Okay? Just like in the caucus thing, we meet in parliament because that's where things are done. Bills are done there, they are negotiated there, they are debated there. And then it goes to the president. Unfortunately, the president is from who? Is from the ANC. Obviously, when he signs it, doesn't matter if the DA agrees or not. If parliament approves it and it goes to the president, he applies his mind. And also with the applying of his mind, sometimes he might say, listen, I've got some issues here. Let me just, bring it back to parliament. That is why some of them, they take long. Let me just bring it back to parliament and then, you will see. But these people are wanting sharing the power. There's no sharing power. Mr. Steenhuisen, work hard and get the same votes as the ANC. Then we will talk about sharing power. I don't know if I'm wrong. Okay, you can put it in the comments. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. I don't know. But that's what I'm thinking, because when I was listening to him, that video was very quick and fast. And I don't think he thought very clearly about what he's going to say. You can't say sharing power, guys. You can't say that. Not now. Not at this situation. It's not going to happen. That is why Mr. Mbalula spoke, when he spoke actually in one of his press conferences. He did say that what we were trying to do is to consolidate the power. Okay? And he always mentioned the fact that they are number one when it comes to votes. We are number one. The DA comes the second. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, so I don't understand. People, they get desperate because I can tell you right now, I think the DA, they are sitting there, they are like, nah, I think we are in trouble. I think we are in trouble when it comes to the NHI, when it comes to the appropriation bill, whatever that thing it is. Okay, they are in trouble. Even if they go to court, I don't think they will win, and they can see they will not win. That is why they speak like, yeah, we thought like we will be sharing power. It's not happening. And they see that they are not going to win on these things. On the next video, I want to talk about the ANC. There is something that I have noticed about the ANC. I want us to take a look at that, because there is something that I noticed that they are doing now, which I think it is sort of like, and I think Mr. Mbalula actually mentioned it. Okay, I think he did mention it in his press conference lastly. And I also see it, because there was a time I was thinking about it. I was like, nah, these guys, it seems like they are playing us, man. And I will tell you why. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys. You can like the video, you can subscribe, you can do what you have to do. Have a fantastic and a wonderful day.